In today's gospel, we hear the proper names of a number of places where people were coming from. They were coming from Galilee, Judea, Jerusalem, Idumea, beyond the Jordan, Tyre, and Sidon. So if Jesus were in Lincolnshire today, that would be equivalent to people coming from Waukegan, Kenosha, Milwaukee, Madison, Chicago, Southside, Gary, Indiana, and even Indianapolis. So the word had spread that he was amazing. We're only in the 3rd chapter of the Gospel of St. Mark, and as I told you a couple of times, it has the highest MPP rating, miracle per page. So the word is spreading. Why are they all turning out to Jesus? Why is the crowd so big that it's about to crush him? And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you're in a crowd that is almost crushing you. I've been there on a couple occasions. It was always with John Paul II. The first time was when he came to Chicago in 1979. We got the bright idea to go see him down at the Holy Name Cathedral. About 1 million other people had that bright idea too. I mean, you were literally like sardines squished, right? And so the word was out because the miracles had happened and people had hope that maybe I can get a miracle too, if I can push my way through the crowd. How many people were there? Huge crowds. I don't know. Thousands and thousands, maybe tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands. Something similar is going on today, and that as of today, there are 106 million people who own Bitcoin. Everybody wants them because they're hoping they can make it rich and they'll hold on to it, right? But they're a little hesitant. They don't know a whole lot. Some own a whole lot, but the word is spread out there. I really don't understand how that thing works, but I think 106 million people do, so it's out there. So Jesus is very, very popular. But flash forward 3 years, the day of his crucifixion, and where are those crowds? Where are all the people who were fed at the multiplication of loaves? Where were all the people who were cured? Because at the foot of the cross, it's Our Lady and St. John and a few holy women. The rest are gone, even the apostles. Where was everyone else? Well, we understand. They were afraid because the Romans were in charge and they could be brutal. And Herod was in charge and he could be brutal. And they were afraid, and we understand that. And that's part of fallen human nature that can't stay strong in the face of fear. And that's why today we rejoice when we see people who are courageous, when we see the courage of a saint, like St. Vincent, who we celebrate today, or St. Damien of Malachi, or St. Fabian, St. Sebastian that we honored earlier this week, or St. Maria Goretti. And they are recording her Saints podcast these days. It's a very, very inspiring story. And sometimes these inspiring stories are put to film, and they inspire people. We were inspired by the 60,000 people who turned up for Jesus at the National Eucharistic Congress in Indianapolis this summer. And when we see that courage, it does inspire us, and it makes us think, could I be like Mary at the foot of the cross? Could I be like St. John at the foot of the cross? And why were St. John and Our Lady at the foot of the cross? Because they had lost all fear because they loved Jesus. And they were at the point, I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to be there for him. Let's ask God for that grace that we can say in our heart, I don't care what happens to me. I just want to be next to Jesus.